Good morning, dear students. We were doing joint stock company. Today we are going to discuss various types of joint stock company. Dear students, in your syllabus there are three types of companies, that is private company, public company and one person company. First of all, we will discuss about private company. Now, what is this private company? Private company is a company which is of private individuals, means family and friends. They does not invite public to subscribe its shares, means this company don't issue shares to everyone. So private company means a company which restricts the right of members to transfer its shares. Means in private company, shares cannot be easily transferred, sold to another people. Number 2, it has minimum 2 members and maximum only 200 members can be there, excluding the present and past employees. Number 3, they does not invite public to subscribe to its share capital, means they do not invite public to buy the shares. They do not issue shares to the public. Number 4, must have a minimum paid up capital of rupees 1 lakh or such higher amount which may be prescribed from time to time, means time to time this amount can be changed. Now we will discuss about public company. Public company is a company who issue the shares to the general public, means we must have heard people, they are buying, they are investing in different companies, they are buying shares from the stock market. They buy shares of public company because public company issue the shares to the public. Public company invites public, general public to come and buy the shares of their company. First point is they has a minimum paid up capital rupees 5 lakh or a higher amount which may be prescribed from time to time. Number 2, it has minimum 7 members and no limit for maximum member, means maximum members can go to any limit. Number 3, has no restriction on transfer of shares. You can buy the shares of this company and you can sell whenever you want. Number 4, is not prohibited from inviting the public to subscribe to its shares, share capital or public deposit. So public company is a company who invite the general public to buy the shares. People actually buy shares of public companies. Now we will discuss about one person company. According to Companies Act, there is a provision that we can open one person company. It is a company incorporated as a private company which has only one member. The aim of introducing of OPC, means one person company, was to encourage corporation or micro business and entrepreneurship in India. In the year 2005, such type of company was firstly recommended. Then one person company avails all the benefits of a private limited company. Remember, it is a private limited company, but there is a provision that we can have only one person who can be the owner of that company, and all the shares will belong to that person only. But there are few conditions of one person company. Number 1 is only natural person who is Indian citizen and resident in India and is more than 18 years of age is eligible. Number 2, there should be at least one nominee, and that nominee also should be residing in India and should be Indian citizen. Number 3, no person shall be eligible to incorporate more than one person company or become nominee in more than one such company, means you can only be eligible to have one person company. Number 4, the word one person company shall be mentioned wherever company's name is printed or engraved, so that other person who is trading with you or the person who is in contract with you should know that this is one person's company. There are two questions which are very important. Number 1 is difference between private company and public company. So in private company, minimum 2 members, maximum 200. If you have old books, then 50 members must be written, but according to new changes, there are 200 maximum members in a private company, so kindly make the change. Then public company, minimum 7, maximum there is no limit. Then private company don't invite general public to buy the shares, but public company, they invite public to buy shares and debentures. Number 3, there are certain restriction on transfer of its shares, means shares cannot be easily transferred in private company, but in public company freely transferable. Then private company can commence business after incorporation. This you will understand when we will be doing formation of company, then you will understand this step. And public company, they need to obtain certificate of commencement to start the business. Then next point is, there are some examples. Private limited word should be mentioned if it is a private company, and only limited word is used when it is a public company. See, Tata Sons Private Limited, Reliance Industries Limited. So you can see that Reliance Industry Limited is a public company. So just by looking at the name, you can understand it is a private company or a public company. Then in private, 1 lakh capital is required minimum, and in public company 5 lakhs minimum is required. Dear students, this question is also very important. What privileges a private company can have over public limited company? Privileges means special rights or advantages a private company has over public limited company. You can read these points and you can understand. There are few words which are used, I will just explain them. Like in second point, prospectus word is used. So prospectus we will be doing in the next video. Prospectus is basically a document which is used to invite the public. So there is no need of prospectus in private company. Then another point is fourth, index word is used. So a private company is not required to keep an index of members. Index means record of members, like we have in our book index is there na. So page numbers are written. Basically we will come to know that what things are written on which page, because in private company members are, shareholders are less, so there is no need to maintain the index of members. So these are the points you can read, and I hope you will understand them. Dear students, your homework is to learn these questions and then write in your fair notebook. Thank you. Have a nice day.